Hello student, I am Divyoti Ponda, lecturer in physics. In this video tutorial, I am going to tell you about velocity and different types of velocity. So, velocity is the rate of change of position of an object with time in a given direction. Okay, so if the rate of change of speed of an object change in a given direction, then that rate of change of speed is called velocity. It can also refer as speed of an object in a given direction, or you can say the velocity is the displacement traveled by an object per unit time. Okay, if the time is 1 unit, then we can say the velocity. Okay, the velocity the velocity is the displacement traveled by an object per unit time. Then velocity has both magnitude and direction, so it is a vector quantity. Also, the displacement may be negative or zero. So depending upon displacement, the velocity may be positive, negative, or zero. So the velocity follow the unit of speed, that is SI unit, meter per second, CGS unit, centimeter per second, and the dimensional formula for velocity is m0 l1 t minus 1. Then different type of velocity. First one, uniform velocity. If an object covers equal displacements in equal interval of time, then the object is moving with uniform velocity. That means at every point the body is moving in particular or at a unique speed. Okay, and that speed is constant throughout the journey. So let an object moving and covering some distances, some displacements s1 vector and s2 vector with time interval t1 and t2, then the object can be said to be moving with uniform velocity if s1 vector equal to s2 vector and t1 equal to t2. That means its velocity is same throughout. Then variable velocity. An object is said to be moving with variable velocity if its velocity change with time. अगर एक ऑब्जेक्ट का वेलोसिटी चेंजेस विथ टाइम हो रहा है और इस वेलोसिटी इज चेंजिंग विथ टाइम चेंजिंग, then we can say the velocity of a body or the body is possessing a variable velocity. Okay, so you can change in the node. Okay, in place of speed write down velocity in your node. Okay, this is a typing mistake, so ignore this. Then after variable velocity, then average velocity. So average velocity for an object moving with variable velocity, the average velocity is the ratio of its total displacement by the total time interval in which that displacement occurs. So variable velocity is total displacement by total time. Okay, so variable velocity जो है एक body, the total displacement covered by the body by total time taken, okay, to cover that displacement only. So if x1 and x2 are the two positions of an object at time t1 and t2, then the average velocity from time t1 to t2 is E average equal to x2 minus x1 by t2 minus t1 equal to del x by del t. Okay, then instantaneous velocity. The velocity of an object at any particular instant of time or at a particular point of its path is called instantaneous velocity of the object. If we are measuring the velocity of an object at any point of time or at any instant or at any point of its journey, then we can set that particular velocity as instantaneous velocity. Okay, Suppose an object covering a displacement del x vector in a small interval of time del t around a instant time t, then its average velocity is total displacement by total time del x vector by del t. Okay, then the limiting value of this average velocity when the time travel when the time interval del t approaches 0 gives the instantaneous velocity at the instant t. Thus, the instantaneous velocity is v vector equal to limit del t approaches 0 del x vector by del t. So, this can be written as dx vector by dt, or we can say the first order derivative of the displacement with respect to time. Okay, so important point need to be remember: when an object moves along a straight line and in the same direction, its total path length is equal to the magnitude of its displacement. Okay, if a body is moving in a straight line, so suppose a body is moving in a straight line in a particular direction only, that body is not changing its direction in any way. Okay, that means if a body is moving in a straight line, then the what the average speed is total distance traveled by total time taken, that is the average speed. If we are calculating the average velocity, see यहाँ पे the body is moving in a particular straight line in a particular direction, that means the distance may be termed as displacement because it is following a direction and not changing its direction. That means that straight line is the shortest distance between the 2 points. Okay, so that can be referred as displacement. So average velocity, same displacement by time, so both having the same value. So if a body is moving in a straight line or following a straight line motion in a particular direction, then the value of average velocity and average speed both are equal. Okay, thank you.